Last night on Saturday Night Live, Colin Jost came back live and clearly made a joke at Blake Lively.
Well, I guess Colin Jost got the last laugh in his latest joke against Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni on SNL this week.
Ryan Reynolds is probably feeling the pressure after what seemed like a big moment for him on Saturday night took a bad turn. During SNL's 50th anniversary, things got messy when Colin Jost, who's married to Ryan's ex-wife, Scarlett Johansson, took a harsh jab at Blake Lively. This situation just keeps getting crazier, so let's break it all down. A few weeks ago, Ryan and Blake attended SNL's 50th anniversary event, where they joined a Q&A session with Tina Fey and Amy Poehler. Ryan tried to make a joke, but it completely flopped.
It was a couple weeks ago, Saturday Night Live had its 50th anniversary, as we've all seen, and here was Ryan Reynolds with Blake Lively. How are you doing, Ryan? Everything okay?
Good. How's it going?
Great. Why? What have you heard?
When I say flopped, I mean it crashed so hard it left a mark. It was one of those painfully awkward moments that make you cringe so much you have to look away. But hey, Ryan probably thought he was just being his usual funny self. Too bad the audience didn't seem to agree.
Her playing, why? What, is there something wrong? Yeah, clearly, guys, the joke didn't hit. The joke didn't hit.
Fast forward to SNL's return, and Colin Jost didn't hold back. During a segment about Trump and Zelensky, he slipped in a joke that would have definitely set Blake Lively off.
Trump repeatedly scolded Zelensky, telling him, "You have real problems." Yeah, man, he's in a war. No one's asking to borrow missiles so they can take the party to the next level. Zelensky was asked to leave the White House. Then he appeared on Fox News and said he thinks he can still salvage his relationship with President Trump, which is like Justin Baldoni saying, "I'd love to work with Blake again."
The audience laughed, but even Colin Jost knew this was going to cause some drama.
Ooh, and even the audience is like laughing, but like, should we laugh at this given what you did last week?
We're talking about a joke directly aimed at Blake Lively, coming from the husband of her husband's ex-wife. Think about that. Scarlett Johansson divorced Ryan Reynolds, married Colin Jost, and now Colin is out here making jokes about Blake.
Damn. I mean, look at Colin's face.
Blake probably wasn't too happy about hearing her name on SNL. Imagine sitting at home, sipping your expensive green juice, thinking you're having a peaceful weekend, then bam, you're suddenly part of the monologue. Hollywood shade is always calculated, and let's not forget, Colin Jost isn't just some random SNL cast member making jokes for fun. He's been on the show for over a decade and is married to one of Hollywood's biggest stars, Scarlett Johansson. They've been together since 2017, got engaged in 2019, and married in 2020. So this isn't just some casual joke. Colin has a direct link to all this drama.
Again, Colin is now married to Scarlett Johansson, who Ryan Reynolds allegedly, the rumors are, cheated on her with Blake Lively. Now they denied that. Scarlett's never admitted that, but that's been a theory.
If this was just a random joke, why bring up Blake Lively? Why not take a jab at Ryan instead? Because this felt personal, whether Colin meant it as a subtle dig or just couldn't resist stirring the pot. This wasn't just any Hollywood moment. It was Scarlett's husband calling out Ryan's wife. That shade was served on a silver platter, and Colin knew exactly what he was doing. Let's rewind a bit. Before Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively became Hollywood's favorite couple, Ryan was married to Scarlett Johansson from 2008 to 2011. Back then, Scarlett was at the peak of her career, while Ryan was still trying to break out of his romantic comedy roles. Their marriage was low-key, but their divorce? Not so much. There were rumors that Scarlett wasn't as invested in the marriage as Ryan was. Some even said that while he was ready to settle down, she was too busy dominating Hollywood, especially with her Marvel roles. Reports claimed their careers pulled them in different directions. Scarlett was thriving in the spotlight, while Ryan was struggling to keep up. Some even speculated that he was jealous of her success.
Was holding on to, and they both admitted this publicly, to a comment that Hugh Jackman made, because when Hugh Jackman was an A-list star, so was Scarlett Johansson, and they starred next to each other in this movie. I think it's called the Prestige. Mark will correct me in my ear if I'm wrong. The Prestige? Okay, great. It was called The Prestige, and this is like around the time that she's with Ryan Reynolds, okay? And And Ryan Reynolds was jealous. Ryan Reynolds was controlling. It had always been alleged that this was about Ryan Reynolds.
While Ryan was still married to Scarlett Johansson, he met Blake Lively on the set of Green Lantern. Not long after that, their relationship timeline started looking a little suspicious. Suddenly, just a few months after Ryan's divorce, he and Blake were officially dating, and by 2012, they were married. That's fast, like really fast. Let's be real, most people take longer to pick a Netflix movie than Ryan took to move on from an entire marriage. Either he had a backup plan, or he has record-breaking rebound skills. Now, maybe they just magically fell in love right after. His divorce, with no overlap, no shadiness, just pure fate. But Hollywood rarely works like that. When a timeline moves this fast, people start talking. Naturally, rumors started swirling. Was Blake the reason Ryan and Scarlett didn't work out? Did she enter the picture before the marriage was officially over? And here's where things get even messier. Colin Jost obviously knows all of this, which makes his joke even spicier. Imagine your ex-wife's new husband taking a public jab at your current wife on live TV. That's not just a joke, that's a statement. And let's be honest, Hollywood loves to be passive-aggressive like this. Now, here's what's really wild. SNL could have easily made Justin Baldoni the joke, but nope, they went straight for Blake Lively. That tells you everything. Hollywood is subtly turning on Blake, and SNL just made it obvious. Think about it. Ryan Reynolds was given a prime spot during the show's big anniversary event, cracking jokes and getting all the love. But when it came to Blake, she became the punchline of a joke on the very first live show after the event. That's not just comedy, that's a message. And trust me, this isn't the first sign that Hollywood might not be as in love with Blake as they used to be. Remember Anna Kendrick? She and Blake starred together in A Simple Favor and were supposed to be besties on screen. But when Anna was asked about working with Blake again for the sequel, her response was shady. Instead of gushing about the reunion like Blake did, Anna just awkwardly said, "Oh, you know," and walked away. That's it. No excitement, no enthusiasm, just a whole lot of awkwardness. That does not sound like someone who's thrilled to be working with a so-called friend again. Maybe Anna has seen a different side of Blake, and she's not about to fake it for the cameras. Hollywood loves to pick sides, and this moment on SNL might be a sign that the industry is shifting and that Blake isn't exactly in their good graces right now. Some people are even speculating that Blake might be sitting at home thinking, wait a second, why are they making fun of me? I thought SNL had our back. Others are wondering if Scarlett Johansson told Colin to make that joke. But honestly, that's probably not the case. Colin is a comedian, and a pretty good one, so he's just doing what he does best. The real question is, will Blake and Ryan respond? Probably not. But in Hollywood? Oh, it never forgets. If there's real tension brewing, trust me, this won't be the last shady moment. So, what do you think? Was this just a harmless joke, or is there something deeper going on? Drop your thoughts in the comments and don't forget to subscribe for the latest celeb drama. See you in the next one.